All right. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the stream. I am Zim, and we are going to do a little bit of Vampire Survivors at the least. Who knows how long it might last, but I want to get it going.
Probably about as long as it takes for me to finish this and then entice you with poker roll stuff.
Oh, like a session? Or
Potentially. Because I'm in a foul mood tonight, and I need something to relax with.
is that going to entail, death and being taken out on me?
I mean, what do you think?
A little bit of everything, all of the time. A bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. Alright, so Vampire Survivors, there is a werewolf character that I have been made aware of that I must unlock. But I need to figure out how to unlock it.
Alright, looking it up then.
Something tells me the bone zone is going to be a part of it.
There's no... Hang on.
Oh. No. I found it.
Ah, here it is.
Mina. And deal with the consequence of stealing cheese from the dairy plant. What cheese? There's cheese on the dairy plant?
You have the yellow sign?
I think so.
Oh.
Ah. It's a secret item. You have to keep going west even further than the armor item.
You're still set to Dungeons and Dragons on stream.
I did update it. Alright, Tiger, it was fantastic to see you again. Thanks for coming by. Now let's play as Red Death.
You might as well. It doesn't say you can't unlock it using Red Death.
Enough of the times.
West of the armor item?
It says enter dairy plant, get the cheese located west from armor item. Visible on the map as a floor chicken icon. Northwest from the starting area. It can also be attracted.
Hold on, things broke. All freaking ready. Seriously.
Come play forewarned with me.
Actually, I don't think I could.
Why not?
Well, you done playing Vampire Survivors? All right.
No, my audio glitched out on me. Or it froze and stuff, you know. As it keeps doing for some reason. Tech support says that the input is overloaded, the USB hub, but I'm like, I don't understand how. So, on the map you said it was floor chicken. I see floor chicken.
Then it would be that.
So the question really becomes, do I go try for it now? Or do I go for it later? Then again, I am playing as Red Death, so... I am death! Destroyer of worlds! Whee!
And once you get the cheese, the 7 werewolves...
Don't reveal.
will-
Don't... I don't want that kind of spoiler, but... Let me discover the errors of my ways, myself.
okay.
I'll see if Zim's not going to be joining me up on a large map.
I don't want to play just 2 people with that game.
I suppose, fair enough.
Oh, those are big uns!
Anyone else want to play Forewarned? And yes, I am poaching from your chat here.
That's fine. As long as you're not trying to stream and stuff.
I doubt my laptop will be able to handle streaming.
Exactly, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, those are some big werewolf
Yeah, don't worry.
daddies.
I'm not poaching your. I'm not poaching your viewers
Yeah.
away from your channel. That was E10.
I can pick up armor on the floor, so I'm just gonna grab this. I don't want the laurel this time.
Fair enough, Nowland. Yeah, work in real life is also important. I would normally have gone to sleep by now because I might have been doing something tomorrow, but the heavy rain for the last week has flooded most of the roads and the railway line, so I can't actually go anywhere. And even if it is dried enough that the train service resumes tomorrow, I don't want to risk it flooding again whilst I'm out, so...
I'm looking forward to tomorrow because there's a chance I may have a new avatar.
Oh! Which one are you getting? Or is this the,
This
are
is the
these the extra
upcoming...
costumes for... Yeah.
No, not extra costumes. This will be a surprise.
Ooh, fancy.
But if you've seen, for those with the stream loots, you'll see there's an upcoming avatar card.
Ah, I see. Followed by another bolt. Marvelous. Block.
So, Rygon, are you wanting to run a session, or just talk about it, or... I'm asking because, you know, if we're going to run a session, we should poke others and see who's available and stuff. Let them know about it. Unless you just want to do some nightmare thing with Jet, because, you know, they'll be settling down for sleep shortly. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay.
I was just
Guessing
staying
he's
quiet
just
because I'm
busy.
not in this game.
You could have been.
I had the option to, yeah, but unlike you, I actually need a fucking break between games. So I'm already starting to overload as is.
Weak.
Yes, and?
Nothing, that was it.
Oh, okay.
What do I have here? That I can pick up off the floor. So I need to hope for the duplicator ring. Before I can go pick up that armor.
This is... I don't have enough inventory space for everything I want to move around. I will say one thing I like with Forewarned over... Okay, one thing I like... one thing you can upgrade your inventory space. So you can carry more things. Destruction.
Excuse me.
Ooh.
I got some werewolf daddies that are wanting to say hello to me. Oh my.
That's... Oh, the snake.
Work out.
What?
I said it should work out.
This one. It's not that one. Ow.
Wow, these guys really have a lot of health.
Yeah, they do. Hey, I got one. Ooh, epic chest.
I am severely injured now. On we go.
There goes another. And another. I need the duplicator ring. Well, I heard random jingle. I think I did it.
Would you like to know if you did it?
No, I will find out later.
Ah.
Well, I mean, yeah, go ahead and tell me.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I was like, no, I'll find out, but then I'm like, oh, right. It would be nice to know if there's something else I need to do.
Percentage. and money.
All right, Rob. Wait,
Yeah?
is that Rygon?
Yes, that was me.
Hi.
Hello.
I did ask you a question. Not sure if
What's
you
up?
heard it.
I was probably
Uh,
up getting water. What's up?
Oh, okay. Well, I had asked,
Ooh,
'cause
Cheshire.
you mentioned wanting to do something Pokeball related later. Are you wanting to do an actual session that I should poke others about joining for, or?
Honestly, it's one of those it doesn't matter sort of things. Like, I'm stressed out enough that I just kind of want to do something that's not work related.
Oh, I'm
Fair.
critically injured.
I'm just wanting to know what would help you most, basically.
Honestly, I don't know. Just one thing after another. I swear.
I'm here.
Would you like a hug?
I would.
You may have a hug. Oh,
I did find out what the source of that smell was, though.
Oh?
Yeah, I forgot to put some meat away into the fridge.
oh,
Oh,
It was like one of those things where, you know how you get all the grocery bags and, you know, you lay them out and you put the stuff away? Oh, I missed one.
that's unfortunate.
It
was
is.
bad. It was at least meat you don't care about.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was expensive. Meat's meat, but, like, it was just
Meat's
like some
meat.
ground... It was just some ground hamburger. And,
Oh,
some
that's
chopped
not
chicken breast.
that's not too bad then. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like a whole rib or something like that.
Hmm.
It was a
Should
filet
we-
mignon.
Should we fill in everybody on why you're bringing up the meat or the smell? That's up to you.
yeah,
but-
sure.
It smells
I mean-
a funny smell.
My landlord is bringing in somebody new upstairs, I guess, and they're like, "Oh, what's that smell?" And because I didn't notice anything when I left in the morning, but my sense of smell is also not the best. Anyway, I received text from my landlord, it's like, "What's that smell? Can I go downstairs and investigate it?" And I'm like, "No, just five dishes," or something inane like that, because I didn't know what it was. I didn't smell anything. And then she's bringing up, like, shit about the lease. It's like, oh, you gotta have health and safety, blah, 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 blah. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? It's just a fucking smell. Like, something
Yeah.
easily fixable and cleanable, whatever it is. And then she's bringing out, like, oh, I gotta investigate your space now. Make sure you're keeping things clean and tidy. So it's like, on top of like all this other work I'm having to do, now I gotta worry about my landlord coming in and not being satisfied that my house is in a fucking spot, you know, picture perfect. Considering I've been working like, I don't know, 16 hours a day.
Yeah, I understand that frustration myself. All too well. But that's what's going on, is they smelled the smell and now want to investigate his house.
Mm-hmm. And all it was just, you know, just a little bit of meat that had been accidentally left out. It wasn't anything like malicious. There's no mold growing on the walls. I don't fucking leave like garbage everywhere. Like, literally at most, it's a little bit of laundry on the floor, a couple of like takeout things, and a garbage can that's a little bit full. That's it.
It's cleaner than my room.
It's leaps and bounds cleaner than mine. Well, my apartment.
But that,
I mean,
that's
my
kind of what
room
I,
currently has D&D snacks in it, so
yeah,
but it
that's
sounds
that's
cleaner
kind of what
than
I
mine
mean.
anyway.
Like people who live in their spaces have shit that's dirtier than what I've got here.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Just
Oh, you're
frustrated
fine.
today.
You're fine.
I understand. why
It
you
sounds like a
frustrated.
frustrating thing.
And we're here, and we're happy to listen to you vent and whatever else you may need.
I know, but that's not what your stream should be about.
My stream is about friendship, and this is the kind of thing a friend does.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Listen to your worries.
Yeah, and Zin lets me vent to him all the time on stream. Sorry, that came out really sarcastic.
Yeah, it kind of did.
But I
I
get
mean,
what
no,
you're-
it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad, no. But it did kind of come out rather sarcastic, and I'm like, really?
But I did make the call for the medication at least, though.
Oh, I'm really happy to hear that.
Yeah, I finally had the energy today to do it, so I got it done, and tomorrow I'll be heading up to Walmart to grab it.
Yeah, I'm lucky to be within walking distance to a pharmacy.
Well, I could go for a pharmacy that's closer, but the cost pretty much like doubles. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'll just do this. I'll do the little drive and go for the cheaper option. Like, much as I dislike Walmart, it is unfortunately cheaper
It's
than
not
other
too
places.
terrible. Hmm.
Exactly, Nayland, exactly. I would rather you have a place that you feel comfortable enough to talk about things and such, rather than not.
Yeah.
Oh,
At least on the notes we're making progress. Ooh, what's up?
Search Decken.
I'm getting access to Twilight Requiem.
Fast
Listed
moving
weapon
super
projectiles generate explosions when they expire. Explosions
Ooh.
damage is affected by curse. And I have three. I've got 3 of the weapons they list here.
Hmm.
left and straight across.
3 of my
That's a
weapons
pretty
are
good
going to be.
choice.
Yeah. I am become explosions.
Become explosions! Exploder of stuff!
Let me see, something I would vent with.
I mean, you it's not like you have to come up with something to vent about, Neo. I'm just saying your people are welcome to, just, you know.
Oh, it really grinds my gears. But no, if you got something to talk about, Neo, feel free.
Yeah, it's not important. It's just Taldarius, as you know, is helping me with my campaign, and he's already put in so much work that I'm feeling like I'm the lazy one of the two.
Oh, I know it. I was
Oh, welcome
talking
in,
with him,
Raiders.
oh, yay.
Virtually heroes with 3 views.
No,
You know-
I'm not currently in the stream.
You know, Toshime, you make a good point. Neo is being very sus. He's venting.
So dumb, I love it.
But I do totally get what you're talking about, Neo. Like, I was talking with Taldarius earlier, yesterday.
I'm gonna drop my pot.
God, it was yesterday. And,
Real quick, let me finish up
So-
the raid.
sure. Oh, I thought you did.
Welcome on in, everybody. I am Raw Zim. We do variety gaming here. Thank you, Chris, for that shout out. Don't forget the slash shout out as well for them. But welcome on in. How was your stream? Some Guild Wars 2. Very nice. Jits, D&D was...
Holy
very-
damn.
He existed.
We had a lot of character conflict today, to be honest. But at the same time, I think there were some parts that were actually, it was good that we had some of that conflict.
Yeah, now Nim and Graham get along.
I don't know about that, but
They get along better.
still not sure I'd say that.
Okay, what makes the noise?
They have a mutual enemy.
Not really.
They both exist in the same universe.
They've always done that.
Their development.
But anyways, welcome on in, everyone. Oh yeah, we had Treason. Yes, I approve, Toshime. I approve. But yeah, I'm good with the things. So by all means, carry on with what you were saying, Rygon. Sorry for interrupting.
Sure.
Actually,
no
one more
worries.
question. So should I, gather people or no?
Honestly, that's entirely up to you guys. If nobody wants to do anything, I'm just going to do development, and if people do want to do stuff, we can do some quick, small character interactions or whatever.
Okay.
Oh no!
So I don't mind either way.
Okay.
I just need something to take my mind off of work and landlord and all that jazz. So
I was so sure it was Deccan.
to go back about Taldarius, and this isn't bad or anything like that. Dude, I don't know. How best to say it? Dude's a machine. He watched some stuff and made notes. How do people do that? I can't do that. But he's already like, okay, I identify this, and this, and I identify this, and this, and I've got some critique, and I've got suggestions, and da 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 da. It's like, where do you find the time for this? So I do totally get what you're talking about. Dude's just awesome. I'm sure he's gonna make me feel pretty incompetent once I enlist his help more fully. Well, thank you, Jids.
You've scared me. Okay.
I hug you as well.
Thank you. I thought I guessed the right ghost. I guessed the wrong one, and then he spawned next to me. And it's one of the worst ones if you go back down and let it go on for the longer he's around down there. It's the worst. And as I was turning to run away, I saw the special blue lever that only appears once you're sealed in the tomb, and it unlocks the door. So I am free and safe, but also I want to get a photo of him.
Yeah,
Because I get money.
As far as Taldarius goes, yeah, he definitely puts in overtime on stuff. I am noticing that a lot.
Yeah, definitely not a bad thing. It's just, for me as an individual with ADHD, that's fucking, miracle level shit right there. I don't know how anybody could be like, I'm going to focus on something and do it.
This particular. I did open it, right? Yes.
Is
I'm
Neo
just
even
go-
here? Oh,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just
Out
glad
tomorrow.
that he's the one interviewing Timber.
Hates
'cause
hates electronic light.
listening.
one sec. Rob?
Sorry, I
I've been pinged.
panic mode.
Rygon wants to do something.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm just feeling pretty stressed out today, pretty frustrated with things, so I figured I could relax a little bit and just have you guys talk or something.
Ah, lovely. That if you would like to do that, I would be down.
Okay.
Granted, I'm still playing my game with my friends, but
Yeah, it's not full session stuff, so it's not like we're going to be bringing out maps and all that jazz. But if anyone wants to, like, say, do a little exploration of the house, or if you just want to talk to each other and say, like, those guys, they were kind of messed up. Like, whatever you all want to do.
that's absolutely fine. I will be here. I will need to change my reactive icon because I changed it because I want to change it. So,
Well, we're not
Fine.
starting it just yet. For starters, I still have another 20-ish minutes on this run.
Yeah, and I
But-
still got to finish up day 10 for this.
Yeah.
okay.
So I
It
should be
wasn't
ready in
a-
about half an hour.
So, as I was saying, I'm really happy that Valdarius is the one speaking to Timber, because from what I hear, it's rather hard to get proper information from him.
Yeah.
And Timber, if you're listening, you're a great guy.
You're a great guy, but you're a little overwhelming.
What, like as a DM or something?
Yeah.
Well,
So Timber has basically written
short novella.
Timber has a like full civilization written up that he is in turn pushing on the DM.
Oh, so he's not the DM. He's kind of done player-made content, and it's like, I want this to be official.
Yeah. It's already been established by the prior DM, which makes it like, well, now we can't just do away with it or adjust it or anything because it's already here. But at the same time, it is a lot.
Okay. Why does the civilization or backstory have to be involved to a significant degree at all?
Because it already is.
No, I
Yeah.
get that, but why? Let's say it. Character, for example, comes from Assassin's Guild, right? Why does the Assassin's Guild at all have to be involved in the story?
Because in this case, it's like doing a game set in the Avatar universe, and there's no fire, and you just write out the Fire Nation. It's like, it's a little tricky, because
So that big, huh?
yeah,
It is, and it's how it's all like literally. That's a very good comparison. Is it's basically the Fire Nation?
yeah,
I can see where the struggle here is then.
yeah, like like unless I introduce something like huge, they're the main antagonist of the world, because like, what else could they be?
Good point. Would it be possible to occupy them?
They're
So they've taken over the town that we had. They've taken over our beginning town that we're in, so we can leave the place. However, they have already once come across us in the middle of the ocean and kind of arrested us, except we did manage we did escape from them at that point, but there's also like the way like, we could absolutely go somewhere that they're not. It's just, in order for Timber to have his character moments and you know, his character backstory stuff, it's got to stay in there and prevalent. So it's tricky to work around, and there's also always the concern of if we do it, if it's done wrong or not true to what he wrote, you know, he gets upset, or could get upset. It's a backstory and a major plot point.
Fair enough. But as for the getting upset thing, well, it's not the DM.
I agree.
DM ultimately has final say on anything introduced. Whether it's, say, family, friends of the characters. I mean, I can't tell you how many stories I've heard. It's like, oh, you've got friends? How about I flay them alive just to give your characters a bit of motivation?
Oh, I hate DMs.
Oh, yeah, that is a
I'm not saying that's a
no.
good practice. I'm not saying that's a good practice, but ultimately the point is that DMs have final say.
Yeah.
So literally, if DM wants to say, okay, this civilization or faction or whatever, they're not really going to be a thing anymore. The DM has the power for that.
I kind of can't do that at this point because I inherited the setting.
You can still move us away from it.
Yeah.
You can move them away, you could reduce their power, you could completely occupy them with another equally major faction.
I would
If you
definitely-
decided to, you could just have a dragon say, you know what, fuck these guys, and, you know, go on a rampage against them.
I will say they're probably strong enough that they could kill a dragon. That's how overpowered they're designed. But yeah, the DM says otherwise. But
Yeah, one of their ships would probably be a match for a dragon.
Well, point being, you're the DM. What you say goes.
yeah,
This faction, however player-centric it may be, ultimately, that doesn't matter. You're DM, you get final say. And what you say will go. And the player is just going to have to accept that.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible to deal with. I'm just saying it's trickier than normal.
And I totally understand that. I really honestly do. Because you want to remain faithful, you want to make sure that you're trying to play that everybody is happy sort of thing.
Ah, it's like,
You know, and maybe there is a way to integrate this in without having to upset anybody. But that
For
just
me-
means, like, okay, what are you willing to compromise on? What are you willing to sacrifice for this?
I will absolutely say that me as a player, it's like, well, I guess this is the Timber show now. So much for my character.
So, just gonna have to kind of figure out what are the goals that you want to introduce, what things do you want to accomplish, and will this faction be able to meet these goals of yours? And if it doesn't, definitely do not be afraid to say, you know what, I'm going to be taking this in a different direction. If you need some help, I'd be more than happy to help you out.
Yay. Oh, sorry, that sounds sarcastic too. Yay!
Somehow that sounded more sarcastic.
No, I swear I'm not doing this on purpose.
I know you're not. It's just hilarious to me that it's like, wait, that sounded sarcastic. Yay! I even didn't do it right, but you know.
Well, yay is just one of those hard words to actually, like, sound sincere with.
Kinda is.
Like, that's only something, like, you get sincerity from, like, kids. Like, yay!
That might be part of why
That's
it's hard to sound sincere with it as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also tried to like input stuff for Toshime. Toshime. Didn't really. I'm not sure that it really interested him, but he's hard for me to read.
Toshime is there in the chat. In fact, Toshime
Yeah.
could join the voice channel and you guys could work that out.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to ask your players. Like, you don't if there's something you're not quite getting, or you're like, okay, I'm not sure how to gauge this individual, ask them.
Yeah, it's true. He's right here in chat. He's not. I can see him. Because there's like something I wanted to do with Tochime's character, but I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Well, he's right here.
Well, I mean, okay, Tochime.
Toshame.
Tochime. What do you think?
What's this thing?
What do you think of the Knolls being more like Polynesian inspired?
I think that'd be interesting personally.
Like the world's all islands. Why not have them like have been everywhere as a nation and like the evidence of them?
Hey there, Delphox. Toshime, come join us on voice.
Oddly enough, very little doesn't always make things easy. It can paradoxically make things harder depending on the person. Alright, Toshime. I'm also bad with names.
Delphox, I'm doing alright. And yourself?
Timber is the opposite end of the spectrum. There's like having nothing, and then there's having everything. Like, I'm pretty sure I could tell you what the Wolven eat for breakfast.
I know for a fact that Timber actually said that. I don't remember what, because it was one of those things I'm just like, okay, in one ear, out the other. But I know that Timber did actually say what they eat for breakfast.
Oh my.
That's fair, Toshime.
Yeah. To admit, I think... Never mind, I'm not going to speak ill of the dead.
The dead?
No, it's not something I should bring up here. I'll PM it to you sometime later. So yeah, if you're okay with whatever I write for them, Toshime, I'll definitely put more into it. Because I'm thinking Polynesian, I'm thinking Moana.
You're welcome.
I hate that song and everyone loves it.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Oh wait, no, I like that song. The one I hate is Shiny, and everyone likes it, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat there, actually. It's like, this isn't that good of a song. Like, why?
It's like a
And to
rejected
me,
Elton John song.
to me, that particular song felt rather forced as well.
Here's the exposition on everything you need to know.
Kind of what it sounds like, to be honest.
It kind of was forced. Like, he literally just tells you another character's motivations.
I guess I couldn't shoehorn it in otherwise.
Yeah, it's not like they could have just had him and Moana be such friends that she eventually puts two and two together and figures out that, like, he's attention seeking for a reason. Yeah, I might as well send the who I was talking about right now.
Oh, apparently that Artemis mission was manned.
Wait,
It
was?
was?
Yeah. By Snoopy and Shaun the Sheep.
Oh.
They put a couple of dolls on.
Okay, that. I'll be a tad funny.
I like Shaun the Sheep.
He's just not one that I actually grew up with. I grew up with the style, like, what was that one? Like Run, Chicken Run, I think it was called, or Chicken Run or something like that?
It's Chicken Run, yeah.
Chicken Run and Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah. So I grew up with
For
the
the
style,
styles,
but
yeah.
I never really grew up with those specific characters.
So going back to the shiny thing, it seems that there was a bigger scene for the guy that sang it that was cut. So if there was a bigger scene for it, then that makes more sense why that song even exists.
Yeah.
'Cause he was just like this one character you see for like 5 minutes and for some reason gets a freaking song. Most of his time on screen was the song for no reason.
Yeah.
It's
and if
one
it was a
thing for the
great-
main characters to be singing something, but some random side character that we see for a split second?
Yeah. And I don't like that it just basically. Oh god, so who's the guy who's with them? I always forget his name.
Maui.
Maui. Yeah, and then he just
Maui.
like barfs up Maui's entire backstory.
Yeah, he's there kind of solely for that purpose, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah. But
Wait,
I kind of get it too, because, you know, let's be honest, it's not exactly a super well-known folklore, legend, history, whatever you want to call it. As much as it's super interesting and important on a cultural aspect, you know, it's just not on the same level for an American audience like, say, Red Riding Hood. So it kind of makes sense why they would just have these exposition dumps, because there is a lot to tell here, and it's not fair to just simply skim over it.
Yeah. Sometimes you do need exposition dumps. Regardless of whether you like them or not, sometimes they're necessary. Sometimes you just have a lot of information that needs to be revealed.
Yeah, sometimes there's just no interesting way to reveal that information organically.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes, and it's rare, you can get exposition right and make it entertaining.
Yeah.
The trick to that is telling or showing by telling.
And honestly, I think that particular movie could have actually have done with a preamble of some individual, you know, the old wizened narrator voice going like, and this hero with a hook did blah 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 blah, but something happened, blah 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 blah.
The thing
blah.
They
is,
could have done
they
something cool
had it.
with
Yeah, they
a
had it.
slideshow of paintings, or, you know,
Yeah, to a much
do
to a
something
good
cool
degree.
and narrative with it.
They did
Yeah.
do that.
They could have.
They
done
didn't.
That.
They had just the entire.
They did, but they didn't talk about Maui.
Exactly.
Gate reanimation.
Yeah. That was the problem, is that they had one. They could have included Maui in it, but they didn't.
And
Yeah.
I kind of get why they wanted to let the twist at the end be, that he was the reason why all this happened. I get that. But still, I think this is one of those stories that in order for the audience to fully appreciate it, it was kind of necessary. Not the twist, I'm talking about the exposition.
Yeah. On the plus side, at least the crab pays off in that he tells a joke in the post-credit scene.
Is he?
Yeah, he says, yeah, I bet you would have helped me up if I spoke in a Jamaican accent, or I don't know what accent Sebastian has.
Oh, like the crab from Little
Yeah, he
Mermaid?
basically says you would have helped him if he was Sebastian the crab.
Oh,
He's probably not wrong. Uh-oh, you're hitting endgame.
That I am, but I'm keeping them at bay as well, so... Usually by
Looks
this
like-
point, even despite all of this, they are plenty far away still. They're still closing in, but this time, I'm managing to keep them completely away. And now I'm gonna get to see what happens when you get to 30 minutes with... Oh, I guess there's just a new Red Death. Okay.
Would have been funny if it was like just a slightly different death.
Oh, there's a bunch of different color-coded deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you just get like a guy, just a regular guy just running at you, just like
Pages. Fantastic.
Oh, when I killed Death the first time, it was insane.
Yeah, it's a victory moment.
Mina! Might, projectile
Oh,
speed, duration, area, and cooldown change every minute.
nice.
You're radioactive.
Intriguing.
Time for more pizza.
pizza.
Yeah, so Zim, I wrote to you what I was talking about. And I didn't know if it was appropriate to bring up.
Probably best not to bring that up. I don't know
Okay.
what happened either.
Oh, okay. Is
All
that
right,
Toshime?
Yes, it is.
Yay!
Oh, that is a Toshime. Hello, Toshime.
Okay.
Oh, note.
So, yeah.
Door page.
So, I guess Toshime, do you want to hear like the full idea I had? I guess in front of Zim.
Okay.
That the Knolls were like the original inhabitants of this world when it was just like a series of islands, and they lived in a Polynesian lifestyle of like sailing between the islands, at like migrating between islands and living off the land. And then the gods came and brought in all these other races and completely disrupted their lifestyle.
Sounds good to me.
All right. And maybe they had high tech, I don't know. All right, as long as you're all right with it.
Yeah. Shouldn't be too hard to work that in.
Mapped 93%. What have I missed? Oh,
Zim has to be happy that he got a werewolf.
It is certainly very nice. I'm just wondering, are we going to be doing the poker roll thing now, or should I do another run, or...
Uh, well, what do you think, Azrith?
I mean, I won't be stopping what I'm doing, but
Well,
You
I mean,
won't?
personally, I thought I could do this while playing with my friends still.
oh, I see.
Crazy.
Well, it's going to be fairly casual enough. I think so. Just obviously, if it turns into more of like, huh, what, huh,
Yeah,
then we may have to
that's what
put
my
things on
biggest
pause.
issue is. Is that might end up becoming the case.
Yeah.
In which case, I'll log off so you guys can have fun.
Well, you can stick around for a bit longer. I've still got 3 more clients left to do.
Ah, okay.
Once I finish these last 3 clients, which should take me about another 15 minutes, and we should be okay. Oh.
Oh, well then I'll do another run.
Yeah, you can do another run.
With
Not
Mina.
There's a 15-minute stage, I think.
Oh wait,
There's a
I
couple.
might not actually have to do these individuals because they are not in the program.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, looks like I am done because my thing broke anyway, so...
Oh,
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 No.
I'm sorry.
that's a
And
shame.
with Tamatoa's song, it's supposed to stick out. It's a glam rock song in the middle of all the rest of Polynesian.
Yeah, it's a really bad Elton John song.
And it's supposed to be that anti-villain type. How a friend like me sticks out from the rest of the Aladdin. It's a homage to some of the fourth wall breaking songs.
Oh.
Ah. Alright, got that fixed, so let's go and get this started.
I did think it was sweet that a guy was like, "Stop picking on loot."
Yeah.
it's like, unfortunately, that's how something happened.
Yeah. It's like we are doing a... We're literally sitting here doing a tabletop game here, and as part of that, we are acting. So yeah, we're gonna be sounding upset when we are upset in character. That's just a fact of acting. It would make no sense if we
kinda
were
cute.
happy, joy, as we're berating somebody for something. And
Ooh, never know.
What are you referring to?
so earlier
The game.
during Guild Tales, the party, most of the party was getting on loot about stuff. Neo's character. And someone in chat was like, I don't like this. You guys are bullying him. And I'm like, I'm like, it's kind of a fact of just, acting and role playing is we're going to sound like we are legitimately upset when we are when our characters are upset about something. Because they felt that we were being too, that we were sounding like we were
Mean.
angry, out of character. I'm like, no, we're perfectly fine. It's just the scene here is that, you know, our characters are upset with loot.
Hey, look, I'm gonna radiate this tree. I wonder how the other characters are gonna feel about this.
Yeah.
I didn't do it on purpose.
The tree seems to be having fun now, but yeah. I mean, he gave the blanket warning to you and to Coran got the warning as well as don't touch tree.
Yeah,
Which
the
is why
tree-
even when invited to touch tree, he double checked with Nims that you told me not to do that.
the tree better be a homie and like hype me up so that I can get back with the party.
The better way of going about it would have been giving Nim the growth to
Yeah.
actually
The growth,
use for the
yeah.
tree.
Yeah. I thought
That
I
would
got-
have definitely
yes.
gone over much better.
I honestly thought Nim was just gonna kill him if he did that. Why did you think that would work? Bruh. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Wait. If you thought Nim would kill Loot if Loot gave Nim the dirt?
Yes, if he admitted to touching the tree.
Oh, if he admitted to it. That is
Yeah.
You said if you gave it to Nim. I'm like, wait, what? Why would Nim be upset with you if you gave him dirt?
We mean if you gave the dirt to Nim before going out and giving it to the tree. If you had come to it, hey, I got some of this special dirt with nutrients from the magical plant, the magical hell plants. Thought the tree might like it. That would have gone over a lot better, rather than going out and giving the unknown substance to the tree, and then coming back in like, hey, I gave this to the tree, and now he's seeing double.
I thought the tree was trying to be a buddy. I didn't know it would stab me in the back.
The tree
I
did
gave magic
nothing
to
to you.
I gave magical drugs to the tree, trying experimenting.
I don't know where you're getting this whole it's stabbing you in the back thing. Like, the tree
made me-
didn't do
it was-
anything.
It was supposed to reward me, and instead it got me. Instead it's getting me killed.
It was figuring out what was going on. It was effectively tripping and going, whoa, dude. I can
Yes.
see double.
Like, the tree didn't even say anything to us. We just heard it cracking and whatnot.
Yeah. It said stuff to Wostein only because Wostein touched it.
Well, it also
Like, none
said
of us
stuff to Nim.
But yes,
Yeah.
it said it through telepathy rather than anything that
Yeah.
we could hear.
But it's like the tree didn't say anything at all, so I'm trying to figure out this leap of logic that the tree betrayed you.
It didn't vouch for me. That's why. It was like, oh yeah, and that guy who did it, you should totally give him a high five.
And that is apparently stabbing you in the back. As this thing that did
You
not
have
have
such
a
a
mouth
loose
before.
definition. You have such a loose definition of being stabbed in the back.
Yeah,
No
it
wonder
didn't
he's
do-
no wonder you don't see anything wrong with Lutz stabbing the party in the back.
Did you explain to the tree what you were going to try?
I was just giving it plant food.
Or no.
Gave it really powerful plant food that turned out to be a little strong.
You drugged my tree, man! Who does that?
You gave the tree trees.
Oh, yeah. You literally did feed a tree to the tree.
A tree's the tree. Oh. Also,
Wow,
why
this
do you
is
To
like
be
a
fair,
very-
when it was growing to start with, it killed everything else in the garden.
Also, to be fair, trees eat other trees. It's the thing they do.
And to be fair, it's been my coins that made the tree in the first place.
Were you
You
the
got
one that
this-
caused all this?
You got the seed planted by his house because of me using
Oh
coins.
yeah.
Yeah. King William Del Fox has a question for you, Zim.
Absolutely,
Ah.
Delphox. Totally not Neo trying to avoid awkward questions, but go ahead.
Hilarious.
What is the point of this level?
That's actually.
Maybe just to get cool stuff. You know, just to see how things look.
That must
Money.
be
Maybe
it.
you're supposed to find stuff.
You don't really get any level or any money, but
Yeah, it's not that kind of grind. I think it's just a, hey, this is what you look if you're super max powered.
Yeah, I think.
well, not
there's
even
a
that
secret-
because you. Huh?
I think there's a secret character who can be unlocked here, but I don't know.
Let's see if this individual's in the system. Are they? I don't know.
Delphox, it depends on how many people are in the voice chat with us at the time. We do have a dedicated voice chat rules channel on the Discord, but beyond that, as long as you comply with those rules, you can request access. And it all depends on how many people are here, what's going on, a few other factors like that, on whether or not you'll get access. I welcome people joining with me, but I also don't want absolute chaos. You know, the chaos of way too many people. Well, if you're not going to talk, then honestly, just stick to the chat, please.
I'll be right back. I will be back in probably like a couple minutes, but since we haven't started yet, there's something I want to point.
Reven says, Chaos reigns. Chaos reigns.
Dang it, Kariden.
Rob, preferably don't use those outside of...
I was closing that tab. I switched back to my browser and I still had that tab open. I was going to switch back to stream.
Okay.
You're gonna have to buy more cards then to talk.
Oh, I still have over 100 of those cards left.
Did you really go through 200 of them?
Sorry, what?
Did you go through over 100 of them tonight?
No, I said I still have over 100 left.
Yeah.
You gave me 150 cards.
Oh, was it only 150? Okay.
50 packs of 3.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, I was thinking
Yeah.
it would be 300.
Yes, I used up 200 cards saying, like, 12 things.
So yeah, so Luke's once again in the how the heck is he going to end up with the party again?
Well, part of the... So, right now, we've got a big problem that we're facing is that Loot isn't willing to do anything that the party requests for him to get trusted.
I'm not going to sign the death contract.
Like I said in chat, I know the perfect person who can sign the contract with him.
Yeah, but we can't use him because Kurt's not in this game.
Uh-huh.
Unless someone uses some game-breaking influence.
No, because that is Kerr's
You
character.
need Kerr.
Nobody
No,
else can
just-
play Kerr's character.
No, just for a character to appear that Kerr can play, who happens to be a lawyer.
Okay, the 10th day is done.
Let me put it
Yay!
this way. You would not enjoy the contract that would be written up by that character.
Oh. I thought I was specifically trying not to have a contract written for me.
It's a fae.
So
Devil's in the
forced?
details.
So a forced contract?
Hold on, what? But what? Oh, wait, your mozzarella sticks? Did you just get them tonight?
Yeah.
Oh. Like, there weren't any mozzarella sticks in the freezer. Well, there are, but they're mine. We're doing poker roll shortly.
It's a casual session. Very casual, super casual.
It's a casual session.
So casual, you should wear sweatpants.
But yeah. Aurum interruption aside, what were we talking about?
Mozzarella sticks.
How to get loot into the party.
Well, I think
You
I
just-
laid out. I laid that out earlier.
You did, and Loot, you just keep digging yourself a deeper and deeper and deeper hole.
Wait, how does he get in then? I didn't hear it.
Well, honestly, a part of it is everyone has to go with the group. I understand if it's one of those things like, well, this may not necessarily be something my character does, but what is more important here? The party dynamics, like, you know, everyone actually being on the same page and being allies, or my character hating this other character and continuing that conflict, or my character being the edgelord and going off to somewhere else, or my character not engaging, or what have you. When it came down to it, the big piece of evidence I saw that was kind of frequent throughout all of the little character issues was just straight up people were not willing to compromise.
I just don't want to sign the death contract.
What do you think would happen if you signed the death contract?
Nothing.
Okay. So why would your character resist that then?
Because that's kind of not a very pleasant thing.
Mm-hmm. Is there any other way that your character can show solidarity with the group?
He's just fine working with the group. They just don't trust him unless he signs that death contract.
The thing is, we are operating under the assumption that your character is brainwashed. We have no idea if you are actually being genuine in your attempts to be friendly. Because you were friendly before, and it turned out to be an entire plot just to steal the white mana piece. So the rest of the group has no reason to trust you at all. And it's a hole that is not your fault. Not 100% anyways. Part of that blame does lie on Digi. But the contract at least means that if you do betray us again, and that's the only way that it's going to be triggered, is if you betray us. And even then, we're going to talk to you before we just... and your head explodes. Honestly, I don't even remember the death part of the contract anyways. I thought it was just us knowing that it was that you betrayed us, but maybe I missed the death part. Either
You missed the
way,
death part.
Nim, it's like I'm trying to compromise as much as I can. And like, even you signing that contract, if I stuck to Nim's personality, you still would not be part of the party.
Yeah.
But my compromise is, okay, I'm taking this step towards it. Now you need to take a step forward.
And there is always that other option of if you truly feel like your character is not able to engage with the rest of the party, it's okay to make a new character.
It is.
I'm trying so hard, and I've offered to just make a new character multiple times.
I have told you the same thing every time. That is up to you.
Yeah.
You do not have to. You can fix this. It can be resolved. But if you want to make a new character, that's your choice.
Yeah, and I don't want to make a new character.
Then you're going to need to take that step forward and compromise and adjust. Like, you're wanting us to adjust how our characters are behaving or would behave. You got to do the same courtesy.
No, I'm not asking you guys to just...
Well, are you not wanting to be part of the party then?
I do, but obviously loot has to earn it somehow, but how is that going to happen?
It's going to be very difficult. I can't think of a way that you can actually pull this off.
Yeah, and that's an issue too. I can't think of what, especially after what happened, blew up
With the
so
tree.
spectacular. It couldn't have blown up more spectacularly. It honestly, it probably would have even been less bad if the tree just literally blew up.
Let me ask you this: what is your character's nature?
He believes in the greater good, freedom of choice.
Okay. Is he a dramatic character?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he the kind of character that would probably take actions in order to just like literally my cape is blowing in a non-existent wind sort of drama?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this. What could be more dramatic than actually signing a death contract as a sort of like to spite people?
But he just got out of death contract.
No, but think about it. Like your character is literally, you know what? I just got out of this. What could be more dramatic than to literally turn right around and go right back into it? Like this is the level of kind of like petty drama that like character, like literally this could be the kind of thing like a slave walking right outside of their master's home after setting it on fire and then just being like, you know what? I'm going to go back into that burning building just so I can go get like my little pouch of coins. Something that's stupid, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's like the most dramatic thing I could do right now.
Because it's mine.
The only way I can imagine it is if, like, he not only signs the contract, he revises it to be even more deadly.
Holy shit, that's an awesome idea right there. He could be like, you know what? This isn't good enough. I'm gonna one up you guys. I'm gonna put down like
automatic death. Like,
automatic death, like or like a whole like my body is super tortured, my soul whatever. Like obviously it's up to you what you want to do. But like doing that sort of revision where it's like, you know what, this isn't good enough, I'm gonna up the ante. That's a super dramatic thing to do. And that sounds totally in tune with your character, potentially.
Yeah, he's gonna have to up the ante if he wants to be with this group, unfortunately.
I think that would actually be a good idea.
Though apparently the contract's not enough. which is an issue.
Well, that's okay.
Why do you think, unfortunately?
Because the whole point of having him sign the contract is so he can be with the party again, but if it's not sufficient, it's pointless.
Who said it's not sufficient?
You?
Well, that's kind of what we're talking about, but like, what's to prevent your character from making these revisions? Like saying, "Hey, I want more added on to this. Like, I really want to show my stuff."
In real life, you'd be very creepy to do something like that.
Neo, I said what I said was that like Nim's character would still Nim as a character would still not trust you, but I'm willing to as a player compromise on that. He'll trust you more. That's what I said.
Maybe what he should do is in secret go to Pluto, have one of those contracts made, and have like extra stipulations added to it.
Why in secret?
Because then he can show the contract and it will be a big reveal.
That's actually not a bad idea. Just like very dramatically whip it out and just be like, "This is what I want."
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
you all want me to prove myself? Well, this is how I'm going to do it.
Also, the reason he has to do it secretly is, once again, reasonably you guys would stop him. Like, unless you're, like, heartless.
Okay, and what's wrong with us stopping you? Good night,
Look, the only thing my brain processes for all that is just dramatically whipping it out, and I know you talk about a contract, but the phrasing of that just was amusing to me.
Fair enough. But yeah, like it seems like there are elements here that can be not only in line with who your character is, but also allows you to make that party compromise. We all already know that the signing of the death contract isn't actually going to do anything to your character.
No, not likely. And it's so easy to get around that contract without breaking it.
Yeah. So let's have some fun with it.
Fun.
At least I can, in character, justify that he would sign it on the basis that he dug his own grave so deep that he has to up the ante.
Mm-hmm. Considering your character sounds like the kind of individual who that's just kind of what he's been doing, intentionally or unintentionally doesn't really matter. Like, I feel like this is perfectly in line with him. It meets the party's needs. This is one of those sort of things where you legitimately can have an everybody is happy sort of thing.
Yeah. And he can always still not like the fact that he signed the contract. It's not like I gave him a personality-ectomy.
Yeah, exactly.
He would have preferred not to, but things have been pushed too far.
And
So,
it also sets you up for when the contract is eventually potentially dismissed later. Like, it sets your character up for, like, hey, I have proven myself. We have this super big dramatic moment, and the party is like, you know what, we think you've finally proven yourself, and they just like rip that document right there in front of you or something like that. It sets you up for an even more dramatic moment later.
I don't think they're going to do that, but maybe.
You never know.
Need to prove yourself.
Why? You keep doubting all of us for no goddamn reason. Stop that.
You guys talk about that contract like it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to you.
Because it's your in to the group.
It's your way to get into the group. It's the way for us to at least semi-trust you.
Yes. So next session, I'm going to talk to Gigi about this, but the first thing he's going to do is go to Pluto and say, give me that contract. And it's just going to add, like, that if he breaks it, it's not going to be like they can talk to it. It's like instant death.
There you go. Don't be afraid to have fun with this. Ultimately, this is still your choice, your autonomy as a player. You know, have fun. Don't be
Yeah.
afraid to like describe whatever it is you want to have happen in some sort of silly or dramatic manner.
Unfortunately, things keep backfiring on me so often.
Well, you know what? If
Well-
somehow this does end up backfiring on your character, this would be a pretty dramatic and probably pretty cool way to go. And it's on his terms.
He just like says, "Hey, by the way, XYZ," and then he just like drops dead on the street.
That would be funny. Just like, yeah, I have enough of this. XYZ. What?
Dead.
At least your character has a better in than Guaco does right now.
What do you mean? What's wrong with Guaco?
Because he's still working for the realm with his backstory. That technically, if somebody more major than who already showed up talks, I'll have to be up against Nevis.
That's fair.
Oh.
Yeah, to kind of wrap up that whole thing, just
real
real
quick,
quick. Go ahead.
Wostein does say something that I agree with. It is a bit more of a disconnect of what's cool. I will say that's like the whole nicknames thing that really the party did not like.
On this one, I'm missing context, I'm afraid.
Loot tried to hype up the party and make them like famous in the district. So he puts on this like performance, and at one point, like as the party's coming to the district, he like points them out and says, "Hey, it's like XYZ, the X." Let me get the exact wording.
They were terrible nicknames and just an embarrassing as hell situation, and
Yeah.
none of us want him to do that again.
Cirrus, the ghost of the Grey Wardens, Graham, the Holy Avenger, Corridan, the mystery behind the mask, Nim Bone Chomp, the noble wolf wizard, Cray, the sagest Socrates, and Element, the secret weapon.
It was so cringe.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool.
It's cool. It's cool like a 9-year-old thinks sticking rockets on a car is cool.
No,
Nim,
Painting it polka dot green.
Nim, the friend to all.
no, Rygon's here. Rygon, tell me I'm cool.
Cricket.
God is silent.
Crickets.
Actually,
Let's see. Oh, so those are the
Oh.
nicknames right there.
Yeah.
Cyrus, the ghost of the Grey Wardens, Graham, the Holy Avenger, Corridan, the mystery behind the mask, Nim Bone Chomp, the noble wolf wizard, Cray, the sage's monk spy, Socrates Element, the secret weapon. Now, the only thing that would have been absolutely cooler and or cringier or both would be if everyone did a pose all at the same time.
we had
Oh, they
no
should've
idea he was
not.
doing this, and we
Yeah,
did
they
not
didn't
want
know.
him to do it. In fact, we wound up punching his lights out.
Yeah, that.
Oh, yeah,
That
no, he
seems a
got
little
severely
heavy-handed.
he got severely beaten up
Yeah,
today.
he
He
that's
got
how
an
they-
arm striked into unconsciousness.
Wostein had his demonic hamster punch Lute's lights out after that with that performance thing, and it was
Okay.
it was shown as a comedy, and no, this is a serious threat.
I still say it could pay off. They could think you're cool.
I don't know. When you start seeing posters being posted up all over the place with just these nicknames on them, I think there might be something to it.
Well, none of it
Um,
actually fits.
hmm.
And Luke got a name. He's the Chaos Dancer, and also the Pink Pretzel.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
it
yes.
was that bad. The crowd gave him the nickname of the Pink Pretzel.
Do not want to
Yeah,
go for that.
because I was knocked
It is
into the
Macbeth.
form of a pretzel.
Macbeth is doable.
But let me go
Hilarious.
ahead and wrap up this recording here.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for joining me for this relatively brief. Well, actually, I guess it's been an hour and a half. So, anyways, check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, and more there on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/zgfgaming. I think I might have said this already, but I'll just bid you all the most fondest adieu.